future singing hands of handball. Now it's time for karaoke duell. And we start with Sverige kommer en start i ljus. Come on, let's sing! we are ready for the game between Norway and Sweden. Please take a look at the big screen for fair play announcements. Fair play announcements is presented by Dick.
Kära publikum och kära fans, som kapten för nationalslaget lägger alla fans på tillsynet om att utvisa fair play och respekt för alla spelare, ledare och domare. Stöd bägge lag på en stark måte och bidra en positiv atmosfär i det. Vi uppskattar det och visar oss att visa. Kära åskådare och kära fans, som representerar det svenska landslaget vill jag be alla våra fans och åskådare att visa fair play och respekt gentemot alla spelare, ledare och domare genom att stödja våra lagen.
Hello and welcome to the Unity Arena in Bærum on the outskirts of Oslo in Norway as the co-hosts Norway prepare to face Sweden on the final day in the main round here in Group 3 at the 2025 IHF Men's Handball World Championship. It has been a disappointing tournament for both these teams who are already out of contention for a place in the quarter-final in this group. The top two teams in each of the 4 groups of 6 go through to the quarter-final. We already know from this group that Portugal, who have surprised everyone and remain unbeaten, are going through to the main round or to the quarter-finals together with Brazil as runners-up in the group. This very much a battle for the honor, but they are always good ones. It's a Scandinavian derby. So the co-hosts make their way out. Led by Bjornsson once more as captain today. O'Sullivan still suffering from a muscle strain. Tønnesen coming out. Well, 3 wins and 2 defeats, but for Norway they started up with a shock defeat to Brazil in the preliminary round here in Oslo. And although they beat the USA, they then lost to Portugal. And that meant they finished 3rd in Group B and went into the main round with 0 points. But they started well. They beat Spain, a huge win, 25-24, then beat Chile. But they needed Sweden to win 2 days ago against Brazil. But it was the Brazilians who pulled off another surprise. And that ended Norway's slim hopes of going through to the quarter-final. Arrived here, missing several key players. Reinken, the left back, has been out for a while. Left winger Bloms picked up a knee injury that's going to keep him out for the whole season. And then left back Sagosen, their star player, picked up the calf strain against Spain. Their coach Jonas Wille, we just saw, will be disappointed that they couldn't make it through on the home ground here. So now it is time to meet Sweden and their captain Andreas Balika leading the way out. It looked good for Sweden coming into the main round. They won against Japan and Chile. And drew with Spain in the preliminary round. They were also here in Oslo in Group F. But in the main round, it all came unstuck with Portugal pulling off a draw against them and then losing to Brazil ended Sweden's chances of going to the quarter-final. Sweden, who were finalists in 2017 and 19 back-to-back, losing both the first to France and the second to Denmark, in each case on their home soil. And then a couple of 6th places in the last 2, so this is the first time they're not in the quarter-final in 5 World Championships. It's a hard one, and then on top of that, losing Sagosen, the left back, scorer of over 870 goals for his country, although he was having a bit of a troubled World Championship up until that point. Their new coach, Mikael Appelgren, who took over after the Olympic Games from Glenn Solberg. Olympic Games where they went out in the quarter-final. So the referees for today's match from Montenegro, Ivan Pavicevic and Milan Raznatovic. Their 6th World Championship. An experienced partnership who also did the bronze medal playoff at Euro 2024. And the officials, Jörn Müller. Nielsen is the IHF official in charge at the back. The other officials, Jovan Popadic of Serbia, Joanna Brema of Poland, and the observer Mamadou Diabate of the Ivory Coast. So with all the presentations made, before we do anything else, it's time for the national anthems. Well, an announcement being made. Christian Bjørnsen has decided to call it quits. He's retiring from the national team. Legendary player, the 36-year-old. 215 international matches, 750 goals, and even Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway in the audience applauding him. Playing in his 5th World Championship. He was their silver medalist in 2017 and 19. So now, the anthems, starting with Norway.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please remain standing for the national anthem of Sweden.
Well, the teams have met 14 times in official competition, and it's 7 wins apiece, but in the World Championship, Sweden have it 4-2. The last meeting at the Euro last year in Germany, Norway won 33-23. At the Euro 2 years earlier, it was Sweden who won. The last match, though, in a World Championship goes all the way back to 2019, when Norway won by 3. So with wins earlier for Portugal to make sure of top place, and then Brazil over Spain, they were already guaranteed 2nd place after that Portuguese win. This is the final match in this main round, Group 3, a Scandinavian derby. To close off the evening, so Norway line up without captain O'Sullivan, the defence specialist, who's got a small muscle strain. We are expecting Norway to start with Barthold on the left wing, Johnson on the right wing, Gullerud on the line, Luse, Røndal and Rød across the back, and Bergerud in goal. Their coach Jonas Wiele in charge for a couple of years now for Sweden. Thulin is again selected in goal ahead of Norston, but no surprises with the starting seven. Vana on the left wing, Carlsen on the right wing, Müller on the line, and Karlsborg, Gottfriedsen and Lagergren across the back, with Palika in goal. So Michael Appelgren in charge of the team for his first major championship. It's not quite worked out for them. Sweden with 2 wins, 2 draws and a defeat. So Grøndal, who's been so strong, the playmaker for Norway, 26 goals, while Lagergren has been outstanding for Sweden. He's got 33 goals, the 6th top scorer in the competition with an enviable 79% success rate and 14 assists. So Lusso, who's taken over that left back position after the injury to Sagosen. So Norway, co-hosts, playing in the white shirts and the navy shorts, throw off against Sweden in the all blue today in this final match in main round of Group 3 at the Men's Handball World Championships in the Unity Arena in Oslo. Paul Bray here with you for this game. And this championship co-hosted by Norway, Denmark and Croatia. Denmark have cruised through effortlessly in their groups in Herning. Norway sadly exiting before the quarterfinals, and Croatia, as we speak, battling for their survival in the competition in a match with Slovenia down in Zagreb in Group 4. Grøndal, first shot. Wrong foot, Balika. 27th goal, but a quick response. Lagergren. Off the post, still in play, recovered. Tries to hand it. That's gone wide. It's going to be a free throw only. There's the bit of a melee there. Everybody falling over everybody else. The ball flying everywhere. Well, before the match started, there was a lot of huddles around the court of Norwegian and Swedish players together. 7 on each side play in clubs together. And then now they've got to put all that aside because this is a Scandinavian derby and neither team likes losing to the other one. So the first match today, the win for Portugal, confirmed them as top of this group, which was good news for them because it means they avoid hot favourites Denmark in the quarter-final. They will be up instead against Germany, while Brazil, second in this group, will be the ones facing the Danes. And another goal. Grøndal at it again. So as expected, Karlsborg, Gottfriedsen, Lagergren across the back. No last-minute surprises as we see that last effort from Grøndal, flick of the wrist, and Palika slightly unsighted. You know, with the coaches who can change their mind right up to the last second. That came off the defensive wall. Bergerud puts it back in play again, into the wing. Hammered away, and a big cheer. Bjornsson, his 10th goal of the tournament. Player who announced his retirement from the national team just before this game. Absolute legend. Too many steps. Lusso looks for options up front. They aren't there. Brings the ball back. So Grøndal calling the play. Lusso, who's taken over that left-back role from Sander Sagosen. In fairness, had a lackluster championship prior to his injury with 11 goals with only a 38% success rate. Lusso, on the other hand, has got an absolute bullet of a shot. But he misses that one. Can't quite frame it. Gottfriedsen, Lagergren comes back in again. Karlsborg sidesteps. Good save, and recovered as well. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Did well to hold it. And no one picks him up. A big hole in the defense, and Rød gets his first of the game. And another save, Bergerud. Well, what a start. He's got a 39% save rate in the competition, Bergerud, the 6th best with his 43 saves. Perfect start by Norway, 4-1 up in less than 4 minutes. Steady attack, Grøndal. They're pushing a defender up onto him at the moment. Karlsborg charged with keeping forwards, but they've got to be a little bit careful with Gullerud on the line. Free throw again. And again, long-range effort, Lyse. They know the danger. Gottfriedsen and a bit of tugging and pulling. 6 of one, half dozen of the other between Gullerud and Müller on the line. Meanwhile, Lyse this time did frame it, top right. So Müller drops in. Sweden, who Müller getting his first of the game. Turnover ball, careless mistakes now. Van is free on the left. Müller tries to turn on his own. It's saved by Bergerud. Nothing, say the referees, but he recovers a loose ball. And Sweden will keep possession. Carlsen taking a bit of a blow, it seems, in the process. Bergerud on 3 saves from 5 at the moment. He's playing out of his socks. Sweden, who lost their first choice line players, Dari and Bergendal, in the warm-up games just before the championship. A big blow for them, and of course they've been without Felix Klar, injured since the Olympics. Bergerud save number 4. And now the break is on. Norway, Lyse is down, sucks in the defense, passes out to Bjørnsen, hammers it away. And his second goal gives a 6-2 lead to Norway. Norway haven't really hit their top form in the competition, or hadn't. There was the last goal. Meanwhile, though, Gottfriedsen has taken a bit of a blow on the way through, and Gullerud, number 21, has got himself a 2-minute suspension, pulling his arm from behind. But Gottfriedsen scored, so the goal stands. So Gullerud sitting on the bench forlorn while his teammates play on, minus the goalkeeper for the moment. The extra player is on the attack. And it's Øverby who's gone in on the line, also a strong defender. Grøndal, Rød into the line. And Øverby gets his first goal, having come on to cover for Gullerud's suspension. Øverby's 4th, plays for German powerhouse Kiel. Fumbled it initially, but got there in the end. 7-3, what a start. Into the wing, no space. Looks to the line. Did he manage to stay out? He didn't. Just got his heels on the line, Barthold, a wry smile. Gottfriedsen. Karlsborg seems to have slipped on something on the ground. Has he, or has he pulled a... he may have pulled a muscle. Well, that looks suspiciously similar to what happened to Sagosen. It was an innocuous step and suddenly pulled up. Meanwhile, it's a team timeout for Sweden as they trail by 4.
Vi lever med lite mer skott utifrån. Exakt, det ska vi fortsätta med. Det går väldigt mycket på dig. Och dessutom så har vi bara bommarna framåt, så det har varit bra. Hur vill vi lösa den då med 3 passningar kvar? 3 passningar. Ja. Bollen här borta, va? Bollen här borta. Gör så här. Nej, sätt den här. Dunderma man nu på Albin. Du går allt vad du har. Du går på den och så trampar du fullt. Många bollen, 1, 2, 3. Exakt, och du försöker få med den lite. Så har vi full attack där.
Well, what a great part played by Bergerud to this excellent start for the Norwegian team. He's already made 4 saves from 7. He's on a 57% save rate. He's blocked them all out. So Sweden reeling a little early on here. Use their first team timeout inside the 8th minute. Passive play call against them. 4 passes to do it. Lagergren, and that's yet another save, but it's recovered. And Bergerud, who plays for the Norwegian champions Kolstad, with a great save. Breakthrough. Nothing he could do about that. And again, Gottfridsson, the little sidestep, and in he goes. Second goal. Good block on the line as well. Carl Sporgård had gone in. Made space for him. Meanwhile, Palika, goal for Sweden, is 0 saves from 7. Palika, who plays for Paris Saint-Germain, but is actually moving to play in Norway for the champions at Kolstad. Find himself alongside Bergerud. And also Simon Lusse, Gullerud, and Agaik, the defense specialist. Lusse in flight. Well, it was a little flat, but Grøndal did very well to catch it and shoot before he landed. 8-4. Whistle's already gone. That was the slowest shot. How about this then? Lobbed up. Loose to Grøndal. Needed maybe a little bit more height. So what a start. Norway, who've won 4 of the last 5 encounters between these teams, all of them either at European Championships or Euro qualifiers. Last win at the World Championship for Sweden against Norway goes all the way back to Egypt in 1999. So we go past the 10-minute mark. 8-4 the lead for Norway, who are determined to go out on a high here. And the lackluster preliminary round that really cost them their chances of a quarter-final have been put behind them, because in the main round they had a superb 25-24 win over Spain. They then win as expected, big win, 39-22 against Chile, and would love to beat Sweden here in the Scandinavian derby. Beating the neighbours always helps, and make it 3 wins from 3, which is what they had to do, but they needed other results to go their way to go into the quarter-final, and that's a 2-minute suspension. And Øverby catches Lagergren, little slap, caught him a little high, say the referees. Anything around neck height or on the face is a 2-minute suspension. And Øverby is off. Well, the fans don't like that too much, and poor old Lagergren, though, is feeling it. Hopefully he'll be all right. Second suspension of the match already for Norway, after the earlier one for So it's Gullerud who's come back onto cover for him in the centre of the defence. Sandell, meanwhile, comes in at the right back position to replace Lagergrön, who's receiving treatment. Sandell. They had a strange game against Brazil 2 days ago. The Swedes started badly and they just didn't seem to be awake the whole game. Then suddenly they went from 5 down to get back to within 1. And you thought the game had turned, and it hadn't. Brazil then pulled away again, and their heart just didn't seem to be in it. First goal of the game, though, for Sweden's Erik Johansson. Spins around his defender. He's had a hot and cold tournament, Johansson. He's club teammates, ironically, with Peter Överby at Kiel in Germany. Överby, who's on the bench serving that 2-minute suspension. Empty goal, meanwhile, for Norway as the extra attacker goes on. Røndal tries to go on his own. Too many steps, though. Now the break is on. There's no goalkeeper to worry about. But he decides to almost walk it in. Sebastian Karlsson, let's be safe, he feels. And the Montpellier winger was off like a rocket. Just about got the goalkeeper on. Well, some relief at least for Appelgren, the coach. They're back to within 2. They've managed to steady things after conceding 4 without reply early on. Little handoff, Luther. Absolute bullet, but again, he's struggling to frame them today. 3 shots, 2 of them haven't actually been on the frame. Oh, well, Johansson, on the other hand, has found his range today. He came on against Brazil, really struggled, ended up coming off again very quickly here today. And he's got them back to within 1. So the good start and a 5-1 lead, now a distant memory. Suspension is over at least. Sweden are back to full strength. Røndal. That's an attacking foul, charged into the defender, takes out Varne. So Rød, all about who's there first. That's picked off, but free throw given. Johansson pushed as he went in for the shot. Had to shoot across his body, was never going to get any strength on that one. So change at both left and right back with Johansson and Sandell staying on despite Lagergrön serving out his suspension. Free throw. Meanwhile, the line player for Sweden, Müller, who has always been a bit of a cover for Dari and Bergendal, and expected that at this championship, suddenly found himself as the first choice. Sandell gets the free throw. Possession stays with Sweden. Sandell, passive play call against them now. They've got 4 passes to get the shot away. Johansson never got any power on that. Sails past the goal. Oh, they've got space there. Good save, but it's come out for Bjornsson. Oh, off 2 sides of the goal. The referees are going to check. We're going to have a video replay. Not quite sure, but it hit both sides of the goal. You never know, because the amount of spin that's sometime on the ball, it can curve in flight. And there you go. It does look like it did exactly that. Curved back out again. Well, that was an easy call. Goal. And a big cheer, not least because it's Bjornsson. Plays his club handball for Aalborg, the Danish champions. 3rd goal of the game. It's a good call by the referee. He wasn't lined up, you had to really check it. But knows that with the spin they put on the ball, it's not, can't be taken for granted that it'll just be a straight ball between the posts. Gottfriedsen looks to the line, holding on Müller. He came off the foot of a defender anyway. And so as we approach the midway point, Norway is still leading, but Sweden have got themselves within striking range now. Sandell looks for the line again. Nothing given. Bergerud, save number 6. And the Kolstad goalkeeper in blinding form in his 5th World Championship. Saved by Palika, who's starting to find his form. But it's put away on the rebound. Bjornsson again. Well, what a way to celebrate your retirement. Scored 4 goals in the first quarter of the game. Well, he hit the 750 goal mark in their last match. I knew not that he could really savor it with the... But it was still a big win. Sandell brought down by Orr, who's played very little, but came in the last game against Chile, scored 10 goals. Or total 10 goals, I should say. There were 2 from an earlier match and 8 in that one. Long ball down, Barthold. Palika's on his own now. Well, he was backing off all the time. He was in trouble the moment he was doing that. He does tend to loiter up court a little. So first goal for Barthold. See it there, he was away very fast, and when you're backing off, it's difficult to get your bearing. So it's been 4.5 minutes since Sweden last scored. 3 goals from Norway now, without reply. Looking for the breakthrough. Now it's straight down. Switch with Bjornsson. And he's held up by Müller, and it's going to be a free throw. And Müller being a bit petty, according to Bjornsson, who goes up for a word with him. Well, there you go. Scandinavian derby. There's always that little bit of edge to it, even though a lot of them are very good friends who play in the same club. So now Tønnesen has come on, number 15 for Norway. Another one of the Paris Saint-Germain team, who's club teammates with the Swedish goalkeeper Palika. And Orr, who's been defending, is now left on in attack with Luce failing to impress so far in the game. Orr, first save as well for Palika. It comes back out again kindly for Sweden. Very quick. And Sandell fumbles it, and Orr returns just in time. There's a bit of Superman about that. Out of nowhere he appeared, and Karlsson is off. He didn't put the ball straight down. And a 2-minute suspension. He interfered with the throw-off, that's what it was, on the left of the picture. Once it's given, you've got to be 3 meters away. You pulled him down while he was taking a free throw, you're off. Oh, that's a clumsy way to go off, and Karlsson must know it as well. All getting a little bit heated. So with Karlsson going off, the legend that is Ekberg comes on the right wing. 845 goals he scored in 212 matches coming into this tournament. Hadn't expected to be selected, and suddenly back in the frame again. Luce comes back on, replaces Orr. His spell in attack was very short-lived. Karlsborg getting in with the defense. Luce again, Karlsborg is there. Ekberg nearly steals it, but he goes back out to Barthold. And he gets his second goal. Hangs for a while and then shoots down. So Norway pulling away again. 5-goal lead. And got a little bit of an injury. Barthold in a collision, I think, with Ekberg. Barthold, who's club teammates with Bjørnsen, the retiring winger on his team, play at Aalborg in Denmark, the Danish champions, together with the Swedish line player Müller. Tries to hand off, good defending this time. Gottfridsson couldn't get clear. 4 goals without reply after Sweden had scored 3 without reply to get themselves back into the game. Now they're 5 adrift again. Passive play call against them. They've had this pattern where the play just gets a bit bogged down in the center, looking for options and teasing a little bit, and a quick 1-2, and it doesn't really spread wide very much. Johansson gets a free throw. The pass counter below the scoreline on the screen is just an indication. It's only the referees who decide. Well, there was an anxious moment because for a second, as Lagergren came on, Ekberg walked on as well, but that's because the suspension is over. It was okay to do it. That's gone wide. May have got a hand on it. Bergerud, his 7th save, and we go past the 20-minute mark with Sweden now struggling to find the back of the net. Free throw again. So William Orr returns, and Jonas Wieler, the Norwegian coach, is juggling that back line, trying to find a formula that is working. He's gone through pretty much the options, all of the options on the bench, and that's an attacking foul. It's called against Øverby, the line player, Lagergren. Gottfridsson, Johansson playing quickly, trying to go into the wing. Is that deliberate football? It's given us a deliberate football by Bjørnsen. If the ball is thrown onto your foot, it's a free throw. If you move your foot towards the ball, then you get a 2-minute suspension. Well, I got some sympathy for him. I don't think his feet moved. He fell, he dropped, but the ball did seem to be thrown right where his feet were. Either way, it's done. He is off. And on has come Kasper Lien, 23-year-old, making his debut at a major championship, together with Pedersen, a left winger who's on the bench at the moment, and Christiansen, the other goalkeeper, on the bench. Comes on for the suspended player. So Johansson gets the free throw. Change on the line, meanwhile. Andreas Nielsen has replaced Müller. Well, Johansson's finding his range. There was some power in that one. Wry smile from Bergerud. 12-7 the scoreline, and we're having a video review just to check the goal because again, did it cross? It was a fairly quick decision. So 3rd goal for Johansson is confirmed. So Barthold goes off on the far wing. Rondal, Orr. And he scores, and that's his 11th goal. He's been used sparingly, 2 matches, 10 goals, but 83% success rate with his shooting, very high for a back player. Bjørnsen can celebrate. Got about 30 seconds to go on the suspension. Into the wing, now there's a huge angle. And another save, Bergerud's 8th. Varner thwarted. Barcelona winger. Well, he went off to milk the applause with the crowd, Bergerud, and then realised he had to come off. They're taking off the goalkeeper when there's a suspension, putting on the extra attacker. Again, that 5-goal lead keeps returning. Or tries to shoot left-handed. Get a free throw for that. Quick look at the clock. Or who plays in Denmark for Holstebro. Indeed, 4 of the Norwegian players played their club handball there. 5 in Germany. And while that break of play was going on, Bjornsson is back in on the right wing. Oh! You can almost see all his teammates pointing at the goal, saying there's a huge hole in front of you, go through. Lagergren sucks in the last defender. Big angle and another save. Ekberg this time thwarted by Bergerud. His 9th save. And it was a big angle by Ekberg standards. Wow. Ekberg is on a 79% success rate with his 15 goals. .53% save rate, Bergerud. Excellent. Oh, poor pass. Grøndal. Just as had a lot of space on the left wing. Well, we know already that Denmark will play Brazil and Germany will play Portugal in this half of the draw. Those matches will be played here in Oslo, where the final will be played next Sunday. In the other half of the draw in Group 2 is France, who won, winning all their games. The only team with Denmark to do that, with Hungary in 2nd place. And they're waiting to see if it will be Croatia, Egypt or Iceland from Group 4 for their quarterfinals. Cuts in for the better angle. And 3rd goal. He's having a great time out there, trying to pass to the line. Nielsen saw the ball bounce straight off him, and instead straight down the other end on a fast break. So we have 5 minutes of the first half remaining. 15-8. Norway are leading the co-hosts. Johansen, Gottfriedsen. Now there's space for Lagergren. Only a free throw. Barthold thought it was a fair block, but stayed out of the area. Gottfriedsen. Lagergren. Passive play call against them again. They just don't have the width. And Bergerud, the long goal. Oh, he's just missed it. Oh, the empty goal as Sweden play 7 against 6. Was just begging for the long pass and or the long shot, I should say, but missed again. Müller and Nielsen on the line. 3 at the back, 2 on the line, 2 on the wings, and well, guess who? Bjornsson's got a 2nd suspension, nearly removing Müller's shirt, and he's 1 away from a red card. On the left-hand side, he just had to let go as well. It was rather unnecessary, given that the ball was completely on the opposite side, and he's not going to want his retirement match to end with a red card. That would be rather disappointing. And once again, Lien is in. Player used in only 2 matches so far. Against the US and against Chile. And again, Bergerud. Playing a huge game out there, just got a hand on it. And Johansen, who started well, is now misfiring at left back. Bergerud, 10 saves. 56% save rate. So empty goal for Norway while the suspension is running. Overby returns to the line. Oh! Well, Sweden have just changed goalkeeper, but I'm afraid that Thulin is getting the same service. Oh, comes around just on the near post, squeezes it in. Fourth goal. There is Thulin, who plays for Piksegen in Hungary, into the line. Lagergren. Well, they needed that. They scored 4 goals without reply. After Norway were only leading by 1. And then Norway have just done it again. Another 4-goal run brought to an end by that goal. So Lagergren, the scorer. So now Pedersen has come on for Norway, the left winger. Another one of their players making their debut at a major championship. Arrived at this championship with just 6 matches and 10 goals to his credit. He's come around as a second line. He goes back out again. He's making Ekberg do shuttle runs at the moment. Johansson's picked up the loose ball, dropped by Tunis and passes to the wing. Lagergren. And that's comfortably put away. And back-to-back goals by Lagergren. Ease the pain a little. Another mistake. And that after they've taken an 8-goal lead, Norway. Team timeout.
Nordsjælland ISO direkte, og så en drøyspill. Ja. Kjører Nordsjælland ISO med en gang, så får vi frikast på den. Kjører vi en drøyespill etter det. Okay. Hvilke drøyespill vil du ha? Kjør med ISO bare. Ja. Kom igjen nå. Kjør. Kom nå. 1, 2, 3. Drøye.
Wow, what a scoreline. Co-host Norway disappointed not to go through to the quarterfinals, venting their frustration on their neighbours. Bergerud has played a huge match, 10 saves and a 50% save rate. At the other end, Poro Palika made 2 from 17 before being substituted. Thulin, who's only faced the 1 shot. It went in. It's a real headache for Appelgren, the coach. Ironically, the goalkeeper who has the best save rate for Sweden is Fabian Norsten, the old ball goalkeeper who's not being used today. He was on 32%. Thulin was on 25% coming into this game. Palika 28, and both of those stats will have gone south. Or too many steps. Karlsborg down to Lagergren and back again. They're going to return to the 7 against 6. Lagergren. That could be a sanction coming up. Lagergren scores, but jumped into him, and Pedersen is off. And it's almost as if they're over-exuberant about it, Norway, because here they are with a good lead. And he first of all goes in with his shoulder, and after that rolled onto him. So 1 minute to go. 5-goal lead. Norway, who had up to an 8-goal lead in this half. So Pedersen off, goalkeeper comes out, and they put on the extra attacker. Norway, they'll be short-handed either side of the half-time whistle. Røndal tries to go through Tunnison. Has a quick look, looking for the line, but Gullerud had 2 defenders in front of him. It's a passive play call. He can't pick it up. It's double dribble otherwise. Luckily, all realized. Takes a long shot under pressure. And they're just checking. Müller may be in trouble here. Let's have a look and see. Did he hack across the front of Orr? Decision is taken. 2 minutes. Felix Müller is off. And so they will also be short-handed either side of half-time. Off goes the old ball line player. And he gives the ball back to Norway. 15 seconds. Lusa doesn't seem to realize that it's on their clock at the moment. 8 seconds. He's got to tee up the big shot. That's what he's there for. Oh, what is he doing? And the empty goal. It's not going to count. It didn't reach the goal before the buzzer. But a messy end by Norway when they just needed to tee it up for a good shot. Half-time buzzer goes, and the score here in Oslo: Norway 16, Sweden 11. Well, a terrific first half by the Norwegians. At one point, we're leading 16-8. Off the back of a second run of 4 goals without reply. Bergerud has been on outstanding form, 10 saves. 48% save rate, something that the Swedish goalkeepers can only dream of at the moment. They just haven't got into the game. Lusa with a consolatory pat on the back there by Bjornsson. Don't worry about it. Almost wonder if Lusa even realized he was so into the zone that he didn't realize that it was the last 12 seconds. Rather stony-faced Gottfridsson coming off. So Norway, well, it's all going very well for the co-hosts here. If only they had not lost to Brazil in the opening game, it could have been such a different story. But that's for another day. Norway then scoring at a 70% rate for their 16 goals. Sweden 48%, way down for their 11 goals. And fast breaks, Norway have had 4, scored all of them, Sweden 2. But turnovers, 8 for Norway, still in front though, Sweden with 6. But 5 suspensions as well for Norway, and more importantly, Bjornsson is sitting with 2 of them and 1 away from a red card. So this is the story of the game, and a blistering start by Norway in the opening 6 minutes. And they were 5-1 up before Sweden really realized. There was then a bit of a recovery, and then we had 2 spells of 4 goals without reply towards the end of the middle 10 minutes, and then in the last 10 minutes with a slight recovery by Sweden, but they still trail heavily at the break. For Norway then, all the fast breaks scored, no penalties given so far. 3 from 5 breakthroughs, and they missed the 1 open goal. Not a huge amount of service going in on the wing. They've got a goal apiece, 2 from the line. Otherwise, some good long-range shooting going in, especially Orr has got his eye in with the shooting. For Sweden, well, it's 2 fast breaks. They've missed 4 of their breakthroughs, and the wings, well, both the shots have been missed, but it's still not a lot of service. It's all very clustered in the middle, and they're looking very much for the breakthroughs with limited long-range shooting going in at the moment. Johansson had a couple of good ones, then went off the boil. So at the break, co-host Norway are leading Sweden 16-11. We're going to take a break as well. Join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.
Fans know a perfect pass or a decisive run can lead to the game-winning goal. The same applies outside the court. Every small action we take is a new possibility to make an impact. All over the world, we're fighting a battle we can't afford to lose. So let's win it together.
It's time.
There have opened for a great first half, Norway leading by 5 after 27 goals posted by Norway and Sweden. Now let's take a look at the key players from this match. See how they have received their goals. Simon with 1 goal, Almen with 4. Both players have an impact on the first half. And now, dear Ramble friends, you made such an impression on us, so let's do some more singing. It's time for Take On Me! sier at nå viser oss fra vår aller beste side. Så ta på meg denne fantastiske hatten som du kan få i vår shop her ute, hvor du kan få all mulighet av nærmartikler. Så er partiet om hele julekarrieren reiser seg og er med og danser skikkelig sammen med meg og Foxy. It's time for the dance camp!
Welcome back to the Unity Arena in Oslo in half-time in this main round Group 3 match as Norway leads Sweden 16-11 at the break. Co-hosts final match, indeed, both teams' final match. They're already out of the count for the quarter-final on the penultimate day. It looks like Brød may be getting ready to come back on again after Tønnesen played a lot at the end of the first half. Quarterfinals are certainly taking shape at the moment. We know that in Zagreb, France will play Egypt. France winners of Group 2 against Egypt, who were runners-up in Group 4. And the runners-up in Group 2, Hungary, will be up against either Iceland or Croatia. Croatia in action at the moment. Need to win their game against Slovenia. But here in Oslo, we already know in 3 days' time it will be Germany against Portugal and Brazil against Denmark. Hot favourites. Denmark runaway winners of Group 1, while Portugal have won Group 3 here without losing a match. In the end, just the one draw. So we are just about ready to get the second half underway here in the Unity Arena. Actually on the outskirts of Oslo in Bærum. What is a very, very snow-capped landscape. So a big second half needed by Sweden, who faltered through the first half. So here we go, then Sweden throw off the second half of this round 3 match, with Norway leading 16-11 at the break. Both teams short-handed with suspensions running over from the first half. No goalkeeper at the other end, though. It's a power play for Sweden with the danger of the empty goal at the back. Johansson has started with Lagergren and Gottfridsson at the back. Into the line, Nielsen on Bergerud again, and the ball is falling kindly for Barthold. The empty goal is there, and he gets his 3rd goal, and it all came from yet another save from Bergerud. He is playing a superb match here. Desperate effort to prevent it, but Barthold away. And Appelgren, it's just not working out. Oh, and another save. Lagergren going for the lob. Bergerud saves, and the empty goal beckons for Barthold again. 2 quick goals, and this time no running down the court. And that's not an easy shot. You think, well, I could do that. When you're standing down there, it looks mighty small. Well, Bergerud is now on 12 saves. He's back up on a 52% save rate. Sweden with the goalkeeper out as they attack. They've only got about 10 seconds to go before they're back to full strength. Norway already are. Gottfridsson tries to go alone. There's no going in there. Ekaga stops him in his tracks. Defense specialist, plays for the Norwegian champions Kolstad. He's holding up the centre of the defense with his club teammate Gullerud. Switch in, Gottfridsson. Line well covered at the moment. Gottfridsson, they're trying, briefly free. This play all the time, it's passive play. And that's the 5th pass. And a long ball down, Bjornsson. Oh, that's a good save. Well, they needed that. Tulin. And Bjornsson comes away empty-handed. A 7-goal lead, mind you. Cuts towards the middle for a better angle. And how about that? Tulin gets his foot and his arm up onto the ball. Oh, absolute missile down the middle. Well, they need a few more of those. Erik Johansson scored 3 early ones and then missed the next 3 as he went a little off the boil. This was an absolute missile. That would just have been a draft to Bjornsson, to Bergerud rather. 6 goals the lead now, 3 minutes in. So change on the left wing. And Barthold has gone off for Norway. And Pedersen is back in. Turnover ball. And Sweden, chance to cut back another one. Scores that one easily enough. And Carlson second. The Montpellier winger cuts back into the middle. So 3 goals without reply all of a sudden, and now the boot is on the other foot. Sweden have got the initiative, but they are still 5 goals adrift. Oh, snap past the keeper. Tulin came out. And Gullerud got him. If you're going to come out, you're going to come out very quick and early. He was still stepping forwards as he let the shot go, and the referee's having a word with the defenders and with Müller. As we see the last effort again. A little bit of spin. That was very nice. Tulin not so happy though. Very active defense. Moment covering the line. What a change a round has made in the preliminary round. Norway looked lost. beaten by Brazil on the opening day. They won against the USA very much as expected, but then losing to Portugal. But they have come out really strongly in the main round. They knew they had to win all their matches, but the other matches just didn't go their way, as Jonsson finds Johansson's gets his fifth goal. Grød back on again. He's looking for Grøndal to follow into his left. Here it is again. Wah! Absolute bullet down the middle. 5 minutes play. That last one was 100 kilometers an hour. Grød into the wing. Reasonable angle. Oh, off the underside of the post, and it stays out. Karlsborg, Johansson. Well, he launched himself, but I think was expecting to be held up by a defender. He stepped away, the defender. Turned around and he fell through the gap, but that's taken him a little bit by surprise. Well, the Gullerud-Ek-Aga defense combination for Norway, which they've been using in the main round, has been working very well. The two central defenders. Another free throw. Gullerud stepping in. Helps Lusa to stop the run by Lagergren, who has been so dominant in for Sweden at the back. But here today, just struggling to get his form against a very well-marshaled defense. Oh, Gullerud nearly did a cartwheel on that one. Lagergren was not going to give up. Gets away with a free throw. Our ball is loose. Recovered by Norway. Gullerud emerges from a pile of players. Ball in hand. Lagergren not too impressed with the passing. Sweden may have to go back 3 years for the last win. That was their 8th turnover. Norway, mind you, have had 9. Last win for them at Euro 2022 against Norway, a 1-goal win. Lusa has a look. The winger, meanwhile, has come around on the line, Pedersen. Lusa again. Passive play call. Probably used a couple of passes. Grøndal. Oof. Sails that one way over the goal. Good 2 meters. Long pass down. Karlsson alone. And scores. 3rd goal. Karlsson plays for Montpellier in France. Lofted pass. That was a nice effort. Four goals in it now, and in the last 7 minutes Sweden have scored a 4-1 exchange to reel Norway back in again and make that target manageable with still 22 minutes to go. Lusa! Good save by Thulin. His 3rd save. And he's done well since coming on for Palika. Lagergren defending inside the area by Lusa. 7-meter. Obvious decision. Threw himself through the gap on this occasion. Ek-Aga just couldn't get across quick enough to block the run through. And off the bench comes Niklas Ekberg. Scored 8 from 10 of his penalties in this competition so far. That's where they've gone, mostly low, and then 1 in each top corner. Goes down and scores. Straight back off, job done. Bit of spin on it as well to go around Bergerud. So 3 goals in it only, bit by bit. And that's going to help. William Orr comes on and gets back to his form. 5, rolls off Müller, straight through. So Müller moves across, now he comes back again. Lagergren was trying to pass into the wing, but that's defending inside the area by Grøndal. That's it, well, it's Peterson, I beg your pardon. And there he is, steps right in. Well, Norway have lost the momentum here, an 18-11 lead. It's now just down to 4 as Christensen comes in goal. Saved 2 from 7, the Sporting Lisbon goalkeeper faces Ekberg. Through the legs, cheeky one, Ekberg second. He's such a cool customer, Ekberg, who played for a long time for German powerhouse Kiel. Reaction from Bergerud on the bench. But Ekberg, who's moved off last summer and returned home, he's playing at Istads now. Currently top of the Swedish league. Into the wing, and Johnson. Goal number 5. Johnson, who went past the 750 goal mark for his country in the last match. Johansson again. Sends it back, Lagergren. Karlsborg is going to come off. There's that shot. That was a little bit of luck. The deflection falling very kindly for Bjornsson. Second line goes in. Pilas has come around. Passive play call against Sweden. They've had a lot. It's all clustered in the centre. In the end, it comes down to Johansson to dig them out of the hole with his 6th goal. Grøndal getting a little irritated with Pelas. Meanwhile, that was the shot. That was a wicked shot. 99 kilometers an hour. And we won't be translating that. 3-goal lead. Well, Norway have been here before in this championship, throwing away what looked like solid leads. Oh, good save, Thulin. Ball is quickly out. Carlson briefly free Pelas as well, but too risky the passes with defenders just 2 meters behind. Johansson spins it, that's saved, but it's recovered. Müller throws himself on the loose ball, and frustration for Bergerud. The referee says, come back, wait for the whistle. I've blown already, so I now have to blow to restart. Johansson. No way over the top. Free throw, though. Sweden keep possession for the moment in the 14th minute of play. Into the line. Oh, the bounces it, Pelas. Well, he did well to control the ball while it was off the ground. Oh, what a pass into the wing. And that save, Thulin. Well, he's having a blistering second half. 5 saves from 9 now for Thulin. He's on a 56% save rate, actually outdoing Bergerud. What about that for a pass, though? Brilliant. Thulin, who moved from Denmark last year, where he played for Georgi after a long spell in Germany, and is now playing at Pikseged in Hungary. He's actually club teammates with Norway's Magnus Rød, the right back. Side steps, miscontrolled. Johansson Looks to Müller. That's offensive foul. Frustration for Lagergren. Close the door very quickly. And often used in a defensive role by Norway, but today, the combination of Saguson's earlier injury, he's going to be out for 4 weeks. We're told nothing overly serious. Oh, poor pass. And Luce misfiring. So a few little niggling injuries for the Norwegians in addition to Saguson. Of course, they lost Alexander Blondes, the left winger, to a knee injury before the start of the competition. Had a decent build-up. They played in a Four Nations tournament in Spain, Norway, won against Romania and Egypt. Lost to Spain 31-33 in the final. Sweden, for their part, played a couple of friendlies at home against Iceland. Drew one, won the other 26-24. Oh, straight through the middle. Oh, and he makes a mess of it. No power, but no fingers under the ball to try and curve it over the keeper. He got caught in two minds. Well, he did. He tried to run his fingers underneath, but just couldn't get the rise on it. And Bergerud saves again. 14th save. We are past the midway point now in the second half. We're trying to release the ball, just can't quite do it. And Matic has just come on, is being spoken to. He's literally been on the court about a minute. Mario Matic, who plays for AEK Athens. Oh, another bullet! William Orr, 5 goals now. Taking one away from him, he's on 6. That's going to be a free throw for Sweden. Well, actually, that was a pedestrian shot by his standards, only 98 kilometers an hour. He's been over 100 quite a few times. Well, there's Christian O'Sullivan, the Norwegian captain. He's got a minor injury. He's sat out the last 2 games now. A little frustrated, I'm sure. Played over 200 times for his country. Scored nearly 300 goals. So we've got a change at right back now for Sweden. And Lagergren, who's gone a little off the boil, has been replaced by Sandell. Johansson tries to go on his own. And it's a free throw again. Saw the gap, but Overby, and he was being held back by Nielsen. Then when he released him, Overby got this acceleration straight into his path. And meanwhile, at the other end, while we're watching that, Tulin, who's made 5 saves from 10, has been replaced. As he, oh no, I thought he's gone back on again. I thought they were going to pull him off. But why are you doing that? Gottfridsson, Sandell, passive play call now against Sweden. Johansson tries from an awkward angle. Well, all the way over on the wrong side, shoots across his body. And he's on 7. Wow. And Bergerud not happy that he got the free shot. It's back to a 3-goal game. Tønnesen returns for Norway, with Matic in the middle. Oh, Tønnesen had a little bit more space than he thought in front of him. Tønnesen hands off to that's a poor one, and now the break is on. They're not going to catch him. Oh, clips the post, Karlsson. He can't believe it. And a let off for Norway. Poor pass. No one was going to catch him. Cuts back in. Well, there may have been a hand by Bergerud. Look at the replay again. He may have clipped it onto his own post, in which case that's his 14th save. Empty goal for Norway. Not sure what they're trying to do. Oh! Matic. First goal right up in the corner. Bergerud back on again, into the wing. Now there's space, Carlson. And this time he scores. Makes amends for the miss on the last one. That's his 4th goal. Hangs for a while and then through the legs of Bergerud. Empty goal again for Norway. 2 line players are on, 7 against 6. That's not lasted long. Doesn't matter. Because again, William Orr, 7th. Slip by the defense, caught inside the area. Sandell fouled, and it's a penalty. Comes steaming in and got a touch on him. Gets away without 2 minutes, maybe because he didn't push, and a change of goalkeeper. Back in comes Christensen. He's faced 1 penalty already, didn't save it. Can he stop Ekberg now? No, he can't. He lifts his leg and Ekberg straight away shoots underneath. Three goals in it. Empty goal again by Norway. Staying with this 7 against 6. Matic. They do it for very short bursts because they've already got Solstad off again to put Bergerud in. And he's being told, yeah, go back to your goal. They'll stick with 5-1 attack for the moment at least. Matic. It's going to be a free throw. Bit of holding on Matic. Matic, who's often used more as an attacking player at the back when they do play 7 against 6. Oh, up the corner, picked up by Sandell. Forsell Sheffert put a quick pass down to Pellas, but he was covered. Karlsborger, Pellas, save Bergerud and recovered by Norway. 15th save of the game for Norway's goalkeeper. Parries it away. Well, he's the 4th top goalkeeper in the Champions League this year. 92 saves for Kolstad, and Rød in at right back with Orr and Matic. Tunnison heading off again. Gullerud in on the line. At the moment they've reverted to a standard 5-1 attack. Passive play call against them. Oh, big save, Thulin. Follow up. And that's an offensive foul. It's no goal, they don't realize yet. Not given. Disappointment for Peterson. It was his first goal of the match. Goalkeeper in his, or the goalkeeper, the winger in his very first major championship, recovers the ball, but clatters into Sandell. And Thulin's going, what about that shot then? But the referees say, well, we blew the whistle almost simultaneously. No sanction. Some excitement on the bench, but I think we've got past that. Thulin having a word with Palika. Meanwhile, at the other end, so play resumes. Johansson off the post. Wingers away on the left, but too late now. Carlsen's got in there and covered it. The drums are beating, but at the moment Norway just can't find their rhythm that they had earlier on. It's been very much Orr helping, and Orr thought he was being friendly with Forsell Shepherd. He wasn't having it, pushes him away, and the defense specialist Johansson into the wing. That's very nice. And that's the first goal of the game for Lukas Sandell. Plays for Veszprém in Hungary, coming around the outside. 3 goals in it still. Well, Orr, number 18 for Norway, has really come out of his shell at this championship and gets another one. He's on 9. With Sagerson in the team. And Lusa, he's very much been the support cast member, but suddenly he finds himself the star. Team timeout, Sweden.
Yes! När vi går sen på andra sidan, du rycker dit, försöker du komma igenom där. Har vi den också, sen skulle vi ha en Barca åt andra hållet. Där vi tar upp den med Erik och rycker på den spärren ifrån också. Nej, kom igen!
Well, the Norwegian fans enjoying the moment, and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway in the audience today, watching Norway play a very good game so far, and they are just under 6 minutes away from potentially winning this Scandinavian derby. Always a good one. Makes up a little for the disappointment of a poor run otherwise in the championship. For Norway, it was a poor preliminary round that probably let them down. For the Swedes, they just haven't fired at all throughout the competition. 2 wins, 2 draws and a defeat. Into the wing, Carlsen off the post again. And Rød caught by Carlsen as he went past. I think it was just a clumsy collision as he tried to come back in. And frustration, Sebastian Carlsen, that's a good angle. That's bread and butter stuff normally for him. He's now 4 from 6. And we're coming up to the last 5 minutes. 4-goal lead. And the 7-6 has been reverted back. That's beautiful. Björnsson, goal number 6. Well, Sweden are going to match Norway. Well, let's see the goal again. Another clever pass straight through the defenders. And a cheeky one around the leg. He moved inside the area, Müller, to get into space for the ball. And it's a turnover. Make that their 9th turnover. Mind you, Norway have had 12. Very high rate, in fairness. But it's often the case in post-Olympic championships. The players, most of these were involved with the national teams at the Olympics, and you get no break in the summer, and they're just a little bit tired. And that's smuggled through. Bit of a lucky one for Matic, his second. Lagergren back. Puts that one away. 3.5 minutes to go. 5-goal lead. It's beginning to look fairly strong as Karlsborg finds a way through for the first time. First goal from 3 attempts. And they go back to 7 against 6. Breakthrough. Well, he's got one of the hardest shots in the team, but showing he's got a deft touch when it's needed as well. Luce drops it down with a bit of spin around Thulin. Second goal of the game for him. And now it looks well beyond Sweden's reach, and I'm afraid about that clever play. Meanwhile, at the other end, another offensive foul by Gottfridsson. It's one of those tournaments to forget for Sweden. They won the opening 2 games against Japan and Chile, but then drew with Spain and Portugal, lost to Brazil to end any chance they had of going through to the quarter-final, and are now going to finish with a defeat in the Scandinavian derby. So no wins over European sides here. Too many steps, turnover. We're inside the last 2 minutes. Carlsen is racing away and scores. That's his 5th goal. But it's going to be too little, too late. Cuts inside. Again, empty goal for Norway. 1.5 minutes. Passes to Luce. And they've got the goalkeeper back in again, reverted to 5-1 on a passive play. Good save, Thulin. His 7th save. Johansson into the wing. Varner. Oh, and Bergerud again. 16th save. Huge game by the Norwegian keeper. Lagergren goes around, puts it beyond the far post. Off target. Lagergren just hasn't been able to rise to the levels we've seen so far. 4 from 8 in this game. 30 seconds to go. The crowd are on their feet, and this is the end of the run for these 2 teams at the World Championships. But Norway at least go out on a high with victory over their neighbours. And it's all slowed right down now. They're just waiting for the game to end. And there it is. The final buzzer goes, and Norway make it 3 wins from 3 in the main round. What a shame the other results didn't go their way. Ultimately, the opening defeat against Brazil cost them a place in the quarter-final, but that can be put away for now. It is about the future. For Sweden, it's the end of a disappointing World Championship where they never quite managed to play to their full potential. Both teams with notable absentees, with Dari and Bergendal on the line for Sweden, and Felix Klar, who was just about fit to come back, and Lagergren looks utterly distraught. For Norway, well, they were without Blons and Reinkin. They will line up now for the presentation of the Player of the Match award, and very special presentation to be made by Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway.
And the IHF representative,
Consolation for Norway.
The player of the match. Kampens beste spiller.
And
Norges nummer 30.
Torbjørn Bergerud is the player of the match. 16 saves with a 42% save rate. A huge, huge game. Princess's Award from Crown Princess Mette-Marit and Nachi Zalikuzanu from the International Handball Federation. And O'Sullivan applauding from the stands. Unfortunately, had to sit out the last 2 games. Wish him well on his recovery. And for Christian Bjornsson, who is living on the edge with a couple of 2-minute suspensions, finishes his last match for Norway with 6 goals. There he is, Bjornsson. Special hug for him. What an amazing player he is. 756 goals scored as he finishes his 215th international match and his last for Norway. It won't quite be the same again, but we have seen flashes of who might be the next first choice with Kasper Lien, who scored 15 goals in the 2 matches he played in with an 88% success rate. A faultless run in the main round, showing what they could do. And that was even with 13 turnovers, a bit expensive. Something at least to work on. A 63% shooting efficiency. Bjornsson, he's not going to escape it. Huge cheer around the arena. Sweden thank their fans. Many Swedish travelling fans have made the trip here to support their team. Both are going through transition, as many teams are after the Olympics, with players who retire, decide to move on. That's the time to do it. I think these drums are here to stay. So there will be a 2-day break here in Oslo before the quarterfinals on Wednesday, when Germany play Portugal and Brazil play Denmark. Meanwhile, I can tell you that in the other half of the draw in Zagreb, they play on Tuesday in the quarterfinal. It'll be France, Egypt, and it'll be Croatia. The co-hosts survive against Slovenia. It'll be Croatia against Hungary. That is the last 8 down from the 32 teams that started. And after the dejection of the preliminary round, Norway are all smiles as they finish on a real high here, dominating this match. Sweden came back a few times to within 3, but each time Norway had the answers and pulled away again. First time that Norway has hosted a men's world championship. So 63% success rate on their shooting for Norway. It's there or thereabouts for them. For Sweden, 51%, well below. They came in with the 4th highest tally of goals in the competition, but were put in check here today by Norway. All 3 penalties scored by Sweden, none for Norway, and both teams scored 5 from 6 fast breaks. Turnovers very high. Norway 13, Sweden 11, and the suspensions, Norway had 5, 2 of them with Bjornsson, both in the first half, but he survived the match. So William Moore, hugely impressive with his shooting today. Top scores with 9, ahead of Bjornsson on his retirement with 6, while Johansson, who had a very good game for Sweden, scored 7 for them, with Carlsen on 5, just close behind him. So this is the story of this one. Again, a good start by Norway, but then suddenly Sweden got a good run. We're right back within 3. A bit of a dead spell, and then it picks up again, and then right at the end, Sweden gave up in the last 5 minutes, and there was a rush of goals as Norway pulled away. Meanwhile, for Norway, 5 fast breaks, just the 1 miss, had no penalties, 7 breakthroughs, and they missed 1 of their 2 empty goals. And otherwise, the wings did well when they had service. On the right, a couple of misses, passes into the line, and some good long-range shooting. Orr was hugely impressive today. And for Sweden, Again, 5 from 6 fast breaks, all 3 penalties going in, 8 breakthroughs from 16. That was expensive. Bergerud smothered a lot of those. And then not a lot of action in terms of shooting from the line. They were blocked out very well. 0 from 3 on the left wing, 1 from 3 on the right wing. It wasn't a day for their wingers. They had no service in the first half and then didn't quite deliver in the second. So that's it. The main round is over. And with that win for Norway and earlier wins for Brazil and Portugal, as we knew already, Portugal top of the group ahead of Brazil. Those two go through to the quarterfinal. Norway move up into 3rd place with Sweden behind them, and Spain with a disappointing World Championship finish in 5th, but with a very young team, and Chile at the bottom. We move on now to the quarterfinals. 32 teams become 8. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the day here in Oslo as we move on to that final quartet. 2 quarterfinals to be played in Zagreb on Tuesday, 2 here on Wednesday. We hope you can join us for those, but that's it for us here today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, from me, Paul Bray, good night.
Unity Arena in this World Championship. Norway are in the lead by 6.
Ja, nå ser vi det er jo ikke så mange andre her.
Men det betyr ikke at noen må.
Nei, det har ikke vært noen egentlig.
Nå må du stille noen intrikate spørsmål.
Hvis du ikke har noe viktig, så er jeg sikker på at alle som kan komme seg av gårde har lyst til det.
Ja. Nei, vi har jo alt på engelsk, vi kjører alt for amerikansk landslag, på TV der borte. Så...
Mange som har sett Norge-Sverige i dag.
Ja, ikke sant. På ISBN betalt-TV der borte, så det er ikke folk Norge-Sverige.
Velkommen. Sorry hvis du ser ikke 10 sekunder på vei. Ja, det var helt perfekt. Nei. Nei, det jeg deler ikke ut. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the international press conference after the main round game between Norway and Sweden, which Norway won by 29-24. First of all, Jonas Ville, how will you describe this experience?
Thanks for a tough match, first of all, for Mikael and his team. Of course, we are satisfied. Even though we're out of the competition, we were mobilizing for it was really important for us to finish off in a good way, and I think my team really showed the attitude that we wanted, and we got a good start and the confidence and some saves. When we didn't succeed in defense, we had some saves, and we started off with some easy goals in the second half, so we continued to have the confidence. But Sweden started to come closer, but we kept calm, and I'm proud of also the players that haven't played so much in the competition, like William Orr and Mario Matic, that played a decisive role at the end of the game, or William through the whole game. And maybe most importantly, Christian Bjørnsen got a really good final of his international career.
Thank you very much. Mikael Appelgren, what are your comments after this last main round game for Sweden?
Yes, congrats to Norway. It was well deserved, I think. It was a tough start. Again, we needed to play the whole match basically with the feeling of the wind blowing against us, and it has been difficult the last two matches. But I think Norway were good. It was an amazing atmosphere here in the arena, and in the end, I don't think it was not so much to argue about. Bergerud did also an amazing game to make it more difficult for us. So. Yeah, we are of course very disappointed with this match, with this championship, and we need to improve a lot in the future here.
Thank you. Petter Øverby, how was the experience playing in Unity Arena tonight?
It was an amazing atmosphere, and of course really fun to beat Sweden. But we are also not satisfied with the goal in the end, not getting to the quarterfinal. I'm happy Christian Bjørnsen got the win in his last game, and a good experience, because he's really one of the greatest handball players in Norwegian history, and also a really, really nice guy. So it was perfect in that way.
Erik Johansson, Sweden's top scorer tonight, 7 goals. How will you sum up this experience for you and your team?
First of all, congrats to Norway for their great win. It was well deserved, and as Mika said, we're really disappointed about how this game ended and this whole tournament. We know we can do a lot better, but tonight Bergerud was really good and made it a lot harder for us. But again, well deserved for Norway.
Thank you. Any questions? No, there's not. Okay, that concludes the main round for this World Championship. Thanks for attending the press conference. Have a good night. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the international press conference after the main round game between Spain and Brazil, which ended in a 1-goal win for Brazil, 26-25. First of all, congratulations to the team from Brazil, Marcos Ricardo Oliveira. How will you describe this game and the feeling of coming out of this main round group as number 2?
Bem, sabíamos que estávamos classificados já e sabíamos da dificuldade que foi essa segunda fase para nós. E também sabíamos que a Espanha está num processo de renovação e teremos muito trabalho com os mais jovens.
We knew that about the difficulties of the main round and also about the new generation of Spain.
E conseguimos mais uma vez defender muito bem, o goleiro funcionou bastante, conseguimos abrir em alguns momentos, mas Jordi variou bastante sistema defensivo, ofensivo, e sempre o jogo, quando a gente tentava ir mais à frente, e a Espanha buscava, e nós sabíamos também que eles nunca desistem.
Our defense one more time did well, and also our goalkeeper. We knew that Spain never leave the match for us, so we're still playing until the end.
E aí, no final, foi decidido por um gol, detalhe. Claro, estamos muito felizes.
In the end of the match finished 1 goal for us, and we are very happy about it.
Thank you very much. Spain's head coach Jordi Ribera, how will you describe this match for your team?
Buenas noches. Bueno, felicitar a Brasil y a su entrenador por el resultado de este mundial. De momento, evidentemente, seguro que pueden llegar más lejos, pero de momento el nivel del equipo ha sido excelente. Felicitarles por todo lo que han hecho y bueno, estoy triste evidentemente por mi equipo, pero feliz porque hay una parte de mí que siempre ha estado en Brasil y verlos en este lugar pues me satisface mucho, ¿no?
Congrats to the Brazilian team, also to his coach. They're doing an amazing job in this tournament so far. They have chances to go even farther in the competition, but in a way, I'm sad because we lost, but also a part of myself, Jordi himself, belongs to Brazil and is also happy for them.
En cuanto al partido, bueno, la verdad es que hemos intentado hacer diferentes propuestas en defensa. Ellos tienen un potencial muy grande, sobre todo en lo que es el lanzamiento exterior y en los desequilibrios en el 1 contra 1. Nos ha costado. Ha habido momentos determinados que hemos podido recuperar balones, pero al final en la segunda parte ellos han tenido un parcial importante de 1-5 que creo que ha marcado un poquito el devenir del final del partido.
We've tried different kind of defenses against a really good attack like Brazil. They have a huge potential, especially shooting from outside. We've been changing different things, but especially in the second half, they have a 1-5 break that was really important for them, and that was it.
La capacidad de lucha y de creer siempre en cambiar el resultado nos ha dado la posibilidad de llegar al final con una opción para empatar el partido, y pienso que esto siempre es muy meritorio de mi equipo y de nuestro equipo, que siempre cree en todo lo que hacemos, y eso permite muchas veces hacer cosas imposibles.
Our mindset and our fight spirit gave us a chance to score an equalizer at the end. That wasn't the case, but that's something that we are proud of because in any situation we fight till the end.
En cuanto al torneo en general, felicitar a la organización. Hemos estado francamente bien en Noruega, en el campeonato, en el hotel, en todas las atenciones. Solo me gustaría reclamar que tuviésemos igualdad de condiciones en los tiempos de descanso para los equipos.
About the tournament, I would like to congratulate the organization. We've been really comfortable here with the facilities, the hotel, and so on. But we also would like to have like more similarities in terms of schedule, game, the different timetable of the games, and yeah, that's it.
Nos vamos tristes porque queríamos llegar a cuartos de final, las cosas no han salido bien, el equipo lo ha intentado, hemos tenido rivales que nos han sabido jugar y al final, pues bueno, no deja de ser una experiencia dura que seguro que nos impulsará y nos fortalecerá para el futuro y para las próximas competiciones.
We are sad about the result. We've been playing against teams that in some way they outplayed us, but these difficult times and difficult losses, for sure they're gonna make us get better, improve, and that's really good for the future.
Ahora, en estos momentos, toca analizar todo lo que ha pasado y ver, como siempre, cómo vamos a trazar el futuro.
And we have to debrief what happened in this tournament, and from now on, trying to work on the future.
Thank you very much. Let's go to you, team captain Spain, Gonzalo Perez de Vargas. What are your comments after this game?
Well, I agree in everything with Jordi. Today's game, it was also difficult to play because Brazil was already qualified. We were already out of the competition. We tried to take this game in order to improve, to make some young players play, and also trying to win, trying to mix everything up. And at the end, we couldn't win, but we've also shown that we can do things really good in sometimes, and from this we have to learn how to build from that on.
Thank you. Finally, the player of the match from Brazil, Brian da Silva. How will you sum up this game and the main round for your team?
Foi jogo com muitas alternâncias no placar. Muito feliz por a gente ter conseguido essa vitória. Temos muita coisa a melhorar também para a próxima etapa, mas me sinto muito feliz e grato por recolher o fruto de trabalho.
It was a match with a lot of changes in the score, but I'm so happy about the work and how the things developed during the championship.
Sobre o main round, muito feliz de a gente ter conseguido essas 3 vitórias, porque no último torneio a gente teve duas decepções, que a gente tinha um jogo na mão e a gente poderia ter conquistado essa vitória, mas não conseguimos o fazer. E sair daqui com essas 3 vitórias no main round, mais as 2 na primeira fase, é muito importante e mostra que a gente está num caminho bom e uma esperança muito boa para o futuro.
I'm so happy about the performance in the main round. We did 3 wins in this competition. Different of the last one that we almost achieved it, and it's so important for us. It shows how we are developing the handball in our nation.